fam, it's your boy Dwayze on Blaze. You know the name, you know the face, you know the time, you know the place. And today we back again with a brand new react. Matter of fact, we back with the facts. Okay, the long arm of justice is being served right now. This is what we like. This is what we like to see, guys. You see, as soon as I start speaking on the matter, things start to move. Okay, they need me, young Dwayze, to solve these mysteries. All right. So the boys have done justice. Becky and the boys. Okay. 6 suspects have done justice. That's broken English. But anyway, 6 suspects arrested for the murder of AKA and Tibz. Okay, police confirm 6 guys. Just now we had 2. In my last video, I think it was my very last video, we had just spoken about 2 suspects. Okay, I think it was 2 videos ago, but 2 suspects have been apprehended. Now that total is 6, so we're seeing some progress. Let's get into the video. Let's get into the news. Okay, shout out Mzansi A-listers. Yeah.
And so on something very interesting, the police have reported that AKA's murderers have been arrested. Police Minister Beketele and National Police Commissioner hosted a press briefing late on Tuesday night at the SAPS KZN provincial offices, where the police confirmed that 6 suspects were in custody and that they are expected to appear in court on Thursday.
As the minister said, there's a total of 6 suspects that have been arrested and detained in connection with the murder of the 2 individuals, Mr. Kiernan Forbes, also known as AKA, as well as Mr. Tabelo Motsuwane,
as well as Super Mega,
who's also known as Tibz. The incident that happened on the 10th of February in Florida, here in Devon. These 6, they played different roles during the operation. We have a coordinator who's basically the master of everything, is in custody. We have 2 shooters that you also on social media. We have 2 spotters that were one of the spotters was inside the restaurant, observing and watching Mr. Forbes.
So you can clearly tell this was a hit. This was an orchestrated hit. We all knew it. There's no doubt about it. We saw it. It's in stone. Okay? Now it's set in stone.
And his friends, as well as the organizer of firearms and vehicles, because they.
Okay, so very premeditated, as we can see. This was all leading up to a moment. So this took weeks in advance, if you think about it, because the way he's speaking seems like there was a coordinated effort to get him to this position, to this location. So guys, we know there was foul play within his circle somewhere, because this seems too orchestrated. But guys, we're still in the process of figuring out what actually happened. They still got to go to court. We still got to have a trial. You know what I'm saying? So
vehicle used as a getaway, firearms that were used to shoot, they're all hired. As I said, there's 6 of them. The spotter initially followed Mr. Forbes from the airport on arrival, all the way to the hotel, as well as to the restaurant where the incident happened.
Watching him the whole day. Okay, that's why, guys, be careful with social media. Don't always post your location, especially if you have something to lose. You forex traders, you crypto guys, you guys who are always flexing, bro. Like, be careful, bruh. Be careful, because it's not that easy I mean, it's easy to get touched out here. You know what I mean? They can find you.
And this person was also responsible for gathering resources together, the whole team together, as well as the rewards that came thereafter when the people have done their job, the payments that was done. And the second suspect that we have is a person who supplied firearms and vehicles, and that person was also linked to other 2 murder cases, not these ones that that we're talking about. And the third one, it's a shooter who is linked to another murder case, another parallel murder case. We have another spotter that was just outside the restaurant.
It's just crazy how in South Africa it just seems like criminals are really like in an industry of their own, because like he keeps saying, oh, they were linked to 2 other murders, they were linked to 2 other things. This Nkabi thing, bruh, is out of hand, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, the value, people just don't value life anymore. But anyway, let me carry on.
who's also linked to another case.
Look,
And
linked
we
to every
have
case.
Another supporter who was outside Wish.
He was also linked to another
who's
case.
Linked to other 2 murder cases.
I told you, bro.
And we have a shooter also as a 6th person who is linked with another murder case.
This followed after the police had initially denied reports that they arrested 2 of the suspects in Swaziland, with the KZN commissioner saying that they didn't want the remaining suspects to flee.
The first
Isn't this funny how this is coming out shortly after Nadia Nakai posted that thing saying be careful of your friends, or be careful who you call a friend, or something like that. And then this is coming out. So guys, I do think there's actual substance to what he's saying here. You know, sounds like it was planned, sounds like it was orchestrated. He's giving us the facts, so let's see.
question, why did we not speak about this until the news broke? As I said earlier, our strategy was that we're not going to talk about this, and I've said it many times. We will not talk about this until first we inform the family, and secondly, we're going to be going to court. That has been the strategy. So that's why we had to find a way of getting these people arrested and detained for parallel cases other than this main case, knowing for a fact that we have our fish being detained somewhere. And when his time is ready for this case and we have all other suspects, then we'll book this one out and charge him on this case. That's basically has been the strategy. So unfortunately, we already were there. We were there on Saturday when we requested the Swati authorities to execute those warrants. From the time they agreed, okay, we're going to execute, and they told us on Saturday that the warrants have been executed. Monday, we were in court to get the warrant of arrest for the last 2. That was our plan.
Okay, so I just want to say that for once, good job, guys. Like, for once, we get some justice somewhere. But of course, this still has to go to trial. But you know, it's okay. Excuse my laptop for just breaking down sometimes. I don't know why. But yeah, let's finish this off.
By the time the news broke, we already had warrants on our hands. And
Justice.
when we were but to discuss with the NPA in terms of course, when you arrest, you must go to court. So when we were discussing the NPA, the news broke, and by the time when we were going for the suspects, they were gone, because those were people that were not running away; they were always around. That's why we thought we're going to keep them last. So that's basically was our strategy. Unfortunately,
Some of them were arrogant, eh? They thought they couldn't get touched. I wonder why.
the Swati, unfortunately, they release whatever that they release in the media, which I'm not going to talk about. As I said, it is in Swaziland. I'm glad that you all understand that you shouldn't be talking and bringing such documentation that are in court that must go out into the media.
Wait. So he's basically saying he doesn't, like, agree with what Swaziland did? I agree with that. Yeah, tell us what happened. I want information. Swaziland should tell us, yeah, this person was arrested. Now, I don't know how true it was, but apparently, you know, it seems to be true. So, yeah, shout out to, what is it called? Swazi Times or something. I don't know. Eswatini Times.
It's just disappointing, but basically, it's not because we were fooling the public, but we wanted to make sure we don't compromise this and we follow the law.
However, the commissioner did say that their case was strong and that we could see more arrests follow.
Let's go.
And even though the police have detailed having arrested the mastermind, it seems that relates to the person who put together the hit and not necessarily the one who gave the order, as in who had the motive to have AKA killed. But you tell us what you think about these developments. Do you believe we are getting somewhere, or are we likely to get a case like the Senzo trial?
Yeah, guys. Let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Do you think this is the real deal? Do you think they're actually getting to the real people who committed this crime, this murder? Or do you feel like this is all smoke and mirrors and they're actually distracting us from the real assassinators of AKA Kiernan Forbes, Kiernan Jared Forbes, okay, to be exact. To me personally, it feels like, just the way the story is adding up, it does feel like, you know, this makes sense and they are really onto something. But at the same time, you just never know, bro. You just never know. You just never know. These could just be a distraction, a diversion from the truth, you know? as some people said in my comments when I did the first, I guess, version of this video, saying someone had been arrested, or the Swazi Times was saying that, you know, when I reacted to that. But yeah, anyway guys, let me not ramble on too long, guys. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we're going to keep following this. We're going to keep following this. We're going to keep following this, and hopefully justice will be served for the boy Mega. RIP to one of the greatest artists in South African history, especially coming from the hip-hop scene. All right, is what it is. Your boy Dwayze on Blaze. Check you in the next one. Okay guys, don't ask me why I'm wearing a school shirt right now that's crinkled and rugged. I don't know why. Okay, this is life. Sometimes you do things you don't know. Yeah, anyway, bye.
Hey, operate, I gotta operate. Hey, operate, I'm working like a doctor day. Hey, operate, I gotta orchestrate.